Focus is really important. Where you actually choose to spend your energy is really important. When I got out of my abusive relationship, I had a $20,000 credit card that was in my name, but most of the debt actually belonged to my ex-partner. And for a long time, I really got caught up in that. I was really annoyed and angry, and I felt like that he got away scot-free. He had all of his debts paid, and here I was stuck with this $20,000 debt. And then I decided that I really needed to shift my focus around that, because it wouldn't change the fact that I needed to pay off this $20,000, which I'm still doing now. And I really needed to shift my focus, because was it worth $20,000 to get rid of him? Was it worth that debt to no longer be in that abusive relationship? Hands down, 100% every time, and 10 times more, because the life that I have now, I never would have been able to have if I didn't get rid of him. And if getting rid of him meant that I was left with a $20,000 debt, well, then that was the price. And that's a much better price to pay than to continue to live like in the abusive relationship for the sake of $20,000. And it meant that I could cleanly move away from him instead of, attempting to try and get this money off of him through court and things like that. I could just let it go, and I could let him go off and have his life somewhere else, and I could start to rebuild and heal my life. And so focus is really, really important. When I was focused on that, I couldn't actually see anything positive. I couldn't actually move forward from that. And recently I had a friend who was in quite bad financial trouble and decided to go bankrupt. And this choice was not made lightly. But in the weeks and months after that, she was speaking to herself really badly and really focusing on everything that she had lost and how she screwed herself up. And, there were plenty of things that she couldn't do now because she went bankrupt, including an overseas trip, because you can't travel overseas when you're bankrupt. I did not know that. Not being able to have savings, it really has put a little bit of a hold on her starting some business things. But when we were chatting, I said, why not shift your focus? Because same as me, you can't change the fact that you actually made that decision, and that decision was the best decision at the time. And by going bankrupt, she allowed herself the space in her finances to be able to do a few courses, get some more qualifications. She can now, go out, go away for the weekend, have a day out, buy food so she can actually eat. So, there's many positive things, and just choosing to focus on what was good about the decision. What did it give you? What have you gained from that? And I think that we can think about this with everything that happens in our life, whether it's an argument or a disagreement or a friend that's moved out of our life, or whether it's our weight or whatever it is. I think that you can choose to focus on the bad and what you didn't achieve and what you didn't do, and what's not good about it and what it stops you from doing. Oh, I feel just drained just, even just saying that. Or we can choose to focus on the positives that came out of it. Now that I have more time, I don't have to be helping them all the time. They're not ringing me every 2 seconds. I am making inroads in towards my weight loss. I am putting together some consistency. I am starting to eat better. I am moving my body more, and really just choose where your focus goes, because we only have so much energy in every single day, and don't waste it focusing and concentrating on all the bad and all the things that went wrong and all the negative things. Choose to focus on the things that are good and the positive things that have come out of the decision. So look at where your focus is going, and is it helpful? Is it serving you? Is it lifting you up, or is it dragging you down? And if it's dragging you down, how can you change your focus? How can you find one thing that is positive, or one thing that is good that's come out of that bad or negative situation? As always, be kind to yourself, everyone you meet, and this amazing earth today and every day. Bye for now.